Well, it seems like steel's still up.
Well, I guess they said, like, was it 4,000 or 5,000 pound propane tanks exploded. Among other things that exploded and burnt. But yeah, all this down here was just blocked off by police and stuff.
Yeah.
You couldn't go anywhere past the lights west.
Well, that makes sense.
It was just, they blocked it all off. Nobody else could go down there. And all those apartments and the church down there, you got evacuated.
The road's still shut down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but there was just cop cars everywhere.
Yeah. Trying to control it, no sabotage, an accident, or whatever.
Well, yeah.
It's a fire truck down there now.
I suppose.
I've seen him turn off the church.
But they were just people just coming down this road like it was like,
were they there to watch
like,
it? Or is that what
it's like free donuts or something was like available or something. It was just like cars after car. Everybody just trying to get, sightseeing, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Man, it was nuts.
We'll have to figure out what happened.
Yeah. Well, somebody said on one of the Facebook posts that some iron or something iron head had fell and hit a tank.
Could have.
But I don't know the real story. That's just what some guy said. He worked at the site there, and he said that's what happened. I was like, well, I don't know what the official story is.
Well, a piece of metal chopped a hole through a tank and caused instant acceleration.
Yeah. Well, they said that there was a smell of propane
before it blew up.
And I suppose if there was a spark from anything.
Yep.
Kaboom. I'm just surprised that I was just literally half miles of southwest there. Didn't hear or feel anything.
We did.
And yet, Mom said the house shook, and she heard it. And I said, well, my window was kind of cracked open, so you probably could have heard that. But Jen says she didn't hear it either, and or feel it. She saw a thing on social media about it, but yeah, that's the first thing I even knew about it was somebody on social media.
Well, Jennifer said it to me, and I said, "Yeah, I just got briefed on it."
Well, I can't believe you heard it.
Felt
it and heard it that far north. So some people said they heard it in Surrey. I'm like,
yep.
Oh, how did we not hear it?
Depends on the building, the angle of.
It
depends on a lot.
And we were half a mile from the dang thing. We should have heard it.
But you have a fairly close built building, probably built pretty well.
Yeah, it was. There is a bit of a hill, and there's it was down kind of.
This is the old Kmart with this huge flat metal roof.
But still,
you could feel the concussion of it.
That's so surprising.
I went, must be an afterburner or something. And like, okay. We're far enough away that I'm like, oh, okay.
Something bad happened.
Well, yeah, we don't know.
Some people were putting on there thinking that another train had derailed. It sounded like it was like.
People don't know.
People know.
Start running their mouth.
Yep. Until they found out, then they always go look at it. Oh well, the one exciting thing that actually happens in Minot.
It's okay. We're not up here for excitement.
That's why everybody was running down there to see it. Well, that don't happen too often.
Well, you remember we saw that building collapse and it was under construction. That doesn't happen very often either.
Well, like the Adchem fire.
Yeah. Or that construction fire at those
that recycling center fire they had.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start up.
Definitely, yeah, maybe the doctor says I ain't supposed to be doing that. Yeah, I'm still have to.
We're glad you work and keeping him alive.
You know, I figured, I'm not there for him, even if they take it off from someone else, so I figured I was good the other day.
Drag machine, give him time to defend himself. Zero CW, I can understand up here by the base from Rooseville north that during the winter they cut the speed limit. But now the winter's about over, you think they could raise it again?
No, they won't be raising it. That was cut down for that accident.
We've had our share up here.
Definitely, Roger. I mean, we certainly have that. Many that's about even there's two of them that I know of.
Just past my cyclist with bright orange shoes and the rim says 2-wheeler bright orange also. Black and orange. Wonder what that's for. You definitely stands out.
Definitely give us out. You know, good idea standing out. No one can say they didn't see it.
That's like motorcycling. I once heard the safest way to motorcycle is to be afraid of everything else on the road.
100% truth to that. Yeah, you drive defensive. That's the only way you drive. Because if you don't, someone's gonna find you.
When he does, it'll really be offensive.
Definitely sealed out. I know two guys last year went down and ended up unfortunately burying one of them because he took his bonus, took off the defense for a while, and left someone found him. So, yeah, it does happen.
Christy looked good with her new hair. I think she made a good choice, sir. canceled the class?
Scheduling conflicts.
Well, or not enough people.
I don't know. I said scheduling conflicts. So they'll reschedule it for another day.
Is that Beck that said that?
No, that was Dan.
Oh, really?
But his class Sunday night is from 9 to 10:30 at night.
Really?
At the church, yeah.
What is he teaching? I suppose whatever.
Scripture.
Well, yeah.
Well, they read scripture and then they talk about it.
Yeah, well, that's pretty.
See, so when I asked him if he taught it, he says, well, not really much taught. We just read and talk, which is kind of like a lot of the other ones are.
Yeah.
It's kind of what we did last night at the other Legacy group.
Yeah.
Talked about that little Revelations, like the first, book 4 Revelations.
They're scary stuff.
Yeah, there's some weird meanings for some of that stuff.
Yeah, we don't really know. And may not know until the time what all that.
Well,
really
he tried to break it down into what you could what you could understand from what the words really mean.
Yeah, well, there we are.
Which is pretty good. He did a little diagram and did a little little piece with some paper and stuff, like almost like paper mache type of thing to integrate it, to show like what a pentagram is. Or what? Not a pentagram. What does it call it? Basically like a lattice that opens up.
Okay.
And there's, you have one main piece in the middle, and then you have a whole bunch of things around the sides.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what they called it, but yeah, it was one of those, and it was like, in that they talk about the gates of heaven opening up into the sky, and you have God in the center, and you have 14 other, I'm assuming would be angels around him, or 14 other people around him. And he's in the center, and that appears in the sky before they actually call you people up to heaven. Well, as things you see, before the rapture happens.
I don't know.
I was like, well, that's interesting. And he said only true believers will see it before they ascend to heaven. I'm like, okay.
That's why when I was walking along in Canada, going to work, and I had never seen
the Northern Lights.
Before, I looked up, and went, oh, here we are. Yeah. It's time. Why am I not moving?
You're not chosen.
This ain't good. Oh, I know what that is. But for a while, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here we go.
They were showing some pictures of the ones in Alaska last night. Some of the pictures of the aurora hitting the atmosphere. I was like, wow, some really good pictures.
Well, they had rockets. So you
don't want to be outside the atmosphere when that happens.
Look at it, yeah.
Don't want to be outside the atmosphere when that happens. That's a lot of radiation and charged particles.
Oh, yeah.
They said that was a particularly large coronal ejection.
Yeah.
In fact, they were kind of worrying about some satellites in orbit.
Well, they used to have an aurora filter on the BBS system. Try to filter out the aurora. I don't know how it worked, but obviously the radar can bounce off them. We know radio waves too. Thank heavens, living in sin, repent.
Mm-hmm. And then they're talking about how we should get out there and tell everybody else about God. I'm like, well,
You gotta be,
you know, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, I don't want to. I don't want to. And people have a lot of their own religion stuff and how they do their own religion stuff, and I don't want to push my religion on somebody else who doesn't want that religion pushed
if
on
you
them.
look at some of the groups we're in, almost everybody was raised with some sort of church.
Well, that's
Yeah,
well. They
you
were
know,
talking about one lady last night at church. She was that way. She was raised heavily Catholic. I mean,
Yep.
heavily Catholic.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did all this stuff Catholic, and then she said that she met some Christian people when she was in her 20s,
But
and they told her,
Catholics
"Oh no,
aren't
if you just serve God, you'll go to heaven." She was never taught that in the Catholic Church. It was like, you do this, you do all these traditions, you do this,
Maybe
this,
details
and you
of it.
might
No,
go to heaven.
That's well.